At some point, buying a car stops feeling like freedom and starts to feel like a second job that you did not sign up for. And as y'all can see today, we got the M50i, I think it is. This is not my car. Over here, we got the Accord, and we got the 330i. This is a guy that be trying to rage bait y'all in the comments. Don't listen to him.
Wait, what do you mean?
You not Gatsby?
No.
No, okay. I thought you was. So let's jump right into this thing, man. Oh, I'm itching to get in here, man. The B58 in this car is absolutely insane, man. I thought the M35i was crazy. This car just takes the cherry on the cake. We have a visitor here, as always. She's becoming a regular. We're gonna have to start buying her a camera, have her set up too, and start saying some stuff, man, because you can't just be out here for free. But guys, at some point in owning a car, it's gonna feel less of that key to freedom that it initially was, and you're gonna realize that these things are a lot to take care of, both financially and physically. You know, a lot of people talk about how expensive cars is to maintain, but nobody talks about the unspoken things. Like, if you don't have a parking garage, if you don't have somewhere to comfortably work on your car, if you live somewhere that gets bad weather a lot of the time, you know, these are things that you have to plan in advance for your car, unfortunately. You know, recently in Jersey, we just had a decade record snowstorm. And you know what that means? That means a lot of snow on the street. You have to plan in advance. If you shovel out a spot, it's gonna get taken. Like, these are extra things that you have to figure out that typically you weren't told about it before getting a car, you know? Like, when getting a car, people talk about make sure the car is up to date on maintenance, make sure you get insurance, you know, 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Like, people don't talk about the nitty and gritty. If you drive somewhere that doesn't have adequate parking, like, for example, I go to New York a lot. My cousin lives in New York. I grew up over there. So a lot of times I go to visit him, and when I go on these trips, there's not a lot of parking in New York. You know, if you're somebody who drives into the city, you know, it's very anti-car. So I have to circle blocks a lot of the time, and when you do find a parking spot, it's the size of a soda can. You know, you gotta basically get out and crush your car to get into that spot. So, you know, these are things that if you just take the bus or the train, you don't really have to worry about it. Let's get around. These guys are leaving me. Like, sometimes taking the bus is easier, you know? And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because having a car is like being a parent 24/7. You always have to think in advance to cater to it. Life is so car focused that every little thing matters, you know, everywhere you're going, especially if you live in somewhere that isn't car focused, like you live in the city. Like, one time I went with my cousin in the city and I parked somewhere and I missed the parking meter by 2 minutes, and I got a $150 ticket in the mail. And who can I be mad at? Like, myself, because I should have read the signs better. But, you know, parking is so limited. It's like, even if you get a spot in a not so preferred area, you just got to take it, because there's literally nowhere else to park. These snowstorms, same thing. You got to figure it out. You park in a spot, you got to shovel it out. Sometimes people leave their trash cans in it. If you move somebody's trash can, they might vandalize your car. Like, that's the reality of owning a car. It's like having a kid. It's something that you always have to worry about in the back of my mind. If I'm going to the mall, where am I going to park? Where can I park that my car has the least amount of contact with somebody to try to lessen the chances of it getting scraped up or dinged up? You know what I mean? Like, it is fun, and it is really nice to have a car. Like, I would not sit here and tell y'all that it's hard, because I wouldn't say it's hard. I would just say it's an extracurricular, you know? Like, when I was in Indiana, I had the option to drive my car out there, or I could fly and, I guess, rent a car, because they didn't really have public transportation out there. So I had to have a car regardless. But at least if I rented a car, I wouldn't have to worry the whole time. You know, you got to worry like, damn, is my car gonna make the road trip? And that's when I kind of just bought it. It had 200,000 miles, but thankfully it all worked out. But, you know, you just got to plan in advance when having these vehicles. The best thing you can do is be over prepared, because there's no such thing as being over prepared, y'all. It's either you're prepared or you're not. So do the best to plan in advance figure out these small things first. You know, it'll make car ownership a lot easier. And for those who have a driveway already, yo, be grateful for that, man, because I wish I had my personal driveway. It makes it so much easier to work on your car and do all these extra things, especially for somebody that has an older car and I like doing my own work. And it makes it a lot more easier to have a driveway. Thankfully, my gal, her parents let me work on my car in her driveway sometimes, or I go to my brother's crib. So, you know, I have these plans, although I don't have my own space. I try to make it so I always have somewhere that I can go in the, you know, on a moment's notice to do a quick job, because you never know when something's gonna happen. Like, not all the times you can plan out these things. So you have to have backups on top of backups. That's the name of the game, just being prepared. A lot of the times when people end up not liking car ownership or they have a bad experience, it's because of these external factors, you know. Like, sometimes you don't plan for it. You don't plan to not have parking and all these things. Like, you just want to drive. And so let me squeeze over here, please. Thank you very much. Well, yeah, like, sometimes you don't drive. Like, I have friends that don't go into the city that much, and they'll have these unrealistic expectations. And it's like, bro, we can't do all of that, because first of all, we're not gonna find parking. You know, like, if you know, you just know, like, yo, that's not realistic. It's not gonna happen. Like, some places you just can't go during certain times. Like, I'd rather just take the train or the bus so I don't have to worry about it. Because the worst thing is a parking ticket. I don't know why. It just gets me so mad. And I've gotten a couple parking tickets, like, out front of my house because I forgot to move my car for street cleaning. And it's like, dude, that is the worst $40 I spent in my life. Like, out of everything I could have paid for, I had to give it to the city because I was watching YouTube videos instead of moving my car, you know. And it's like, you can't blame nobody, but it's still something that's annoying, especially in times where every dollar matters. You know, you just gotta owning a car is really like having a dog, bro. You really think about it. You gotta feed the dog, you gotta feed the car the right gas, make sure it's good. It's like having a kid, but they just don't talk back to you and give attitudes, and, you know what I mean, sneak out. Car always gonna be outside unless it gets stolen. Unless it gets stolen. But y'all, we are out here in this X3. What is this? An M50i, right?
Yeah.
So this is like the M Lite of the X3, right?
M Lite.
Yeah, this is like the M Lite. Like, this is like the M240 of the X3 lineup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's really nice. This car has the B58 engine in it. Oh my gosh, it pulls very, very hard. Unfortunately, it's raining right now. I did a couple pulls earlier, you know, kept it under the speed limit. But this car is a lot of fun. I would honestly say this is the craziest car I've driven, believe it or not. Like, fastest, I think this car is faster than the M35i that I normally drive in my videos. Obviously, it's faster than the TSX. Fun wise, you know, TSX is fun because I have coilovers, I have all those extra things done to it. But I mean, dude, just out of the box, this car is amazing for the size it is. You know, I know I talked a lot about how people are scared to downsize and they get these big cars for no reason, but man, I ain't know these big cars are moving like this, y'all. I did not know this how y'all living. Y'all should have told me in the comments. This is crazy. Ain't no big car should be moving like this. Like, bro, this how the pickup trucks be moving too? Y'all gotta let me know. Anybody who got a pickup truck, let me know if this how y'all be moving, because this is berserk to me. This is news, man, but it's really, really nice. The new technology is nice. You know, as the first chance I get to drive any new-ish car, I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna make it happen, because, you know what I mean, I want people to live these experiences through me. I grew up watching the Topher a lot, and I was always inspired to just make that type of content. You know, eventually we'll get to the point where we can do actual reviews and get cool cars from dealerships, and then that's kind of on me to get out of my comfort zone, make those cold calls. But until then, we're just gonna drive whatever we get our hands on, and that happens to be a couple M Lite SUVs. Got my TSX, got Gene's car. To be honest, I kind of want to get old school and drive my boy's Accord that I showed y'all early in the video. So that might be the next car I drive, to be honest with y'all. I really want to get a POV with that Accord, because bro, old is gold. I love that generation Accord. I like the gen before it. Obviously the gen before it shares a lot with my TSX. It's like one-on-one with the chassis design and stuff. Like a lot of the parts are interchangeable, I believe that's the word I'm looking for. But man, ain't nothing I love more than an older car. So we're definitely gonna speak to Vince, see if we can get a drive off his car, maybe some concept with a 330. Who knows? A little nice little POV, man. You just gotta, you know, definitely the Accord though. I love that Accord. It's so smooth. He has low miles on it. He really got a deal, man. Let me know if y'all want to get a giveaway soon in the future. We can convince him. I'll give one of y'all his car, and he gonna give y'all $1,000 cash on top. So just comment down below. Comment down below the max win. Comment down below max Accord. And hopefully he don't watch this far, so he not gonna know what y'all talking about. But if we get like 2,000 people to comment, we gonna raffle his car off, y'all. That's how we coming. You know, I'm a sneak his key, and we gonna make a copy of it. And you know what I mean? That's how we coming, man. But guys, the rain is falling. The visibility is getting horrendous. So I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video right now. I think I have a good amount of footage recorded so far, and there he goes in that Accord that I love so much, man. I'm gonna need that Accord. You think we should steal his car?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You know where he lives.
Yeah, we're gonna go snatch it up one day. He won't even know. You know what I mean? And then we gotta act like those kids that steal your money in the locker room and then help you look for it. We're like, damn, bro, where did you park it? Oh, they must have stole. You think I don't think they stole. They probably got towed, you know. Just drag it on. Whole time we don't want to have his car. But y'all, if you watched this far into the video, thank you for watching. I love each and every one of you. Y'all already know this, so I don't even gotta say it too much. Make sure y'all buy TSX and travel, and tap back in for the next video. Let me know y'all thoughts, obviously. Comment, and I guess I'll catch y'all, man. Be safe out there in these conditions. Drive according to this, you know, what you can see. Don't speed too much. Don't hydroplane, none of that. Be safe. Love y'all, guys. Sig week out. Peace.